Here she is, my Triumph Street Triple R ABS 2014. Gorgeous machine. This is my second video. Last time we fixed the brake pedal, and this time she's got rather a large back end. So we're going to tidy her up, get some weight off by fitting an Evotech tail tidy. So here's my Evotech tail tidy. In the box, this is what you get. The main body that we need to assemble. A rear number plate light. The number plate holder itself, a bag of screws, the reflector and the bolts, the indicator holders, and two little bolts there. And I've got to say, this is really amazingly well made. Have a look at these things, they're just fantastic. So it's well worth the extra money. Let's go and fit them. So we've now taken the seat off, and what we're going to do next is under the seat we've got these 4 nuts. We're going to undo them. That should loosen off this, and then we can take it off. So here we have the 4 bolts undone. Now we've just got to disconnect this cable so we can get it from under here. We can take this off, and then we've got the whole thing off. Simples. So here's the old tail. As you can see, I've taken the number plate off, and that's where I just disconnected. So now we need to do the next step, which is pulling it apart. So our next job is to pull this apart, and to pull it apart, first of all we need to take this number plate light off. Underneath there's a bolt there. So let's get on with that. So I've now unscrewed that, so that's come off. So that's my old number plate light. Pop that over there. I've pulled the bulb out, so that's loose. Now the next thing we've got to do is these OEM rubber parts. We want to keep this because this will be needed for when we add the new tail tidy. Let's pop that over there. Next up is to take off these indicators because we've got to reuse them, and they're both held on by a bolt here, as you can see on both sides. And then the next job, fairly easy, crack this open. So up this end I just pulled it a little, it came off really easily. Now I've got to pull that apart and pull all the wiring out. Right, now we've got it all apart, I've just slid this off, so it wasn't very difficult, you just give it a little bit of a tug. Now we've got all the cables to the indicators and to the brake light. Well, as a little tip, put a little sticker or tab, not a dog, on the right hand indicator at both ends of the cable, just so you know which one was the right hand side. Next job, take the wiring out, pull it apart. Here we go. So this is all we've got left of the original configuration. The lead for the number plate light, the 2 indicators which have been split off, and the main little loom. As you can see, I've put a bit of sticker on there and there, so I know which ones were the right indicator. Next, to start assembling the Evotech. So next job is to get these bits and some of these, and thread the indicators through 2 of those, and then assemble the main body. So here we have one indicator already. 2 indicators already. And now what we need to do is take these 2 side panels. Oh, look at the quality of that. Quality gear. Put these in them. Put them together like that. And add the rear. And when we put this rear on, we've also got to screw on this now LED number plate light there. So we'll put all that together, and then we're nearly done. Right, so what I've done now, I've connected the indicator to that barrel, to the side there, threaded it through, screwed it on, and now got to join those 2 parts together, making sure the cable threads up through these holes. So here we have, I've just lightly put it together for now, screwed on the end piece, put the indicators on, cabled the wires through, top tip here, put the bolts in here so they don't spin round when you're putting it together. So we'll now put it together tightly and then we'll get it on the bike. So here we have it, all complete. With the one exception, I've got to put this rubber on here and then put it back on the bike, doing up the 4 bolts. So I've now put in place these 4 new washers, ready to offer it up, pull the cable through here, and then we can mount it. Then all we've got left to do is the wiring. Right, so here it is in position. As you can see, popped it in under there. Here's the number plate light, the indicators, everything. That went on fairly easily. I pulled the wires through the hole there. And I've now just cabled up the indicators back in. But I've left this wire off, which connects to the main loom here. Because we've now got the LED wires. Oh, how do we connect them? Well, this bit here on the end of the loom needs cutting off and crimping onto there. So we'll do that next. So here we have it all wired up. Just needs tidying up now, just put the cables away. What I had to do is use the cable here, plug that in, cut off the end, and then crimp this to the wires that come out of the license plate light. But it all works. So I'm now going to tidy it up with some cable ties, put the number plate on, and away we go. And here is the finished product.